Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some spring cleaning, going through pretty much my entire owned physical TBR, maybe being a little bit brutal, and deciding what books I am still interested in and want to keep around. We're going to start with the shelves behind me that line this whole wall. It is predominantly fantasy, sci-fi, literary fiction, and romance. Not predominantly, that's literally what it is. In my last unhaul video, I pretty much just determined like off camera which ones I already wanted to keep and wanted to get rid of. And I pretty much just sat here and like showed you every book that I was going to unhaul. Right now, I have no idea which ones I'm going to unhaul. It is a little bit stress inducing, yes it is. But I took inspiration from Steph over at Stephanie Bookish, one of my besties. Her latest unhaul really inspired me to do it in a more thoughtful way. So I wanted to take you along with me for the journey. I'm going to put some books in a pile that I am just unsure of, mostly because I don't know anything about them. They either came in a book subscription box or like I got as a gift, and I haven't really heard anyone else talk about them. So I might read like a couple pages or the first chapter of that book and see if I vibe with the writing style, or at the very least read the synopsis and revisit it and see if it's actually something that might interest me, because truly I have so many books, physical books and ebooks that I own that I really want to get to. And quite frankly, lately I have been getting a little bit stressed about how many books I actually own. It's the classic, you know, like death by TBR. There's not enough time in the day, year, lifetime to get to every book that you ever want to. So I want to try to like hone in on my actual TBR and only own the books that I have either really loved in the past and I just, you know, have fond memories for, and also books that I haven't yet read that I am actively excited to get to. And I will say some of the books that I own, I don't even know what they are. I don't even know what they are. And so any book that I do decide to unhaul, I will be donating to either one of my local indies or Half Price Books. I don't know if I'll do Pango this time around. Last unhaul I did do a Pango storefront. I just don't know if I have the time to actually like list, package, and ship them all. So if I decided to do a Pango, you will see down in the description of the video the link to the storefront. But right now, I don't know if I'll do that. I've got a lot of irons in the fire and I have to choose my battles, and that might not be one of them. So let's start. Let's start with fantasy. Okay, I'm kind of excited about doing it this way. It's a more thoughtful process and cozy, and like we're sort of deciding together and hanging out. But we're gonna start with the very first like top row of these shelves behind me, all right? Okay, Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. I know this is like a, what, Aladdin retelling or something? I think I'm gonna read the first chapter of that. I want to revisit that synopsis. I definitely want to keep all of these. Whoa. How these books feel about getting taken off the shelf might be how you guys are all reacting to me taking them off my shelf right now. Okay, I think this top first shelf is done. Let's talk about it. Okay, so starting off, The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. I think I want to read the first chapter of this one and see if it's a writing style that I vibe with. Because like surface level, I do think that I like the idea of like an Aladdin inspired retelling. But I also like if the word retelling is in a synopsis, for whatever reason, I'm hardly ever interested. I don't know why that is. That's just how I am. Same with Upon a Burning Throne. I believe this is, oh, it says book 1. I thought this was a standalone. Oh, this might make the decision for me. Okay, if this is not a standalone, then I will for sure read the first chapter and see if I want to read it. The first sentence is actually very intriguing right off the bat. They came to watch the children burn. Dark. I like it. Okay, I will read the rest of that prologue and see how I feel. But like immediately, I probably will keep it. I also pulled off The Diviners by Libba Bray because I've owned this since I first found BookTube, and that was like 5 years ago at this point, and I never picked it up. So will I ever? I don't know. I feel like there are many more fantasy series that I am more excited to read, so I'll read the first chapter of that as well. I grabbed Last Tale of the Flower Bride because I've already read it and I don't think that I ever will reread it again. It is a really pretty edition of it, and I did annotate it because it was a book club pick for my Patreon book club. Wow, I annotated this pretty well. Ugh. The writing is so beautiful. Okay, maybe I'll keep it, but it won't go back on my shelves. Like, I want these shelves to be mostly books that I haven't read or absolute favorites, because soon, one day, behind you, I'll have another wall of bookshelves. So I want to put a lot of unread books on these. So maybe I'll keep this one, because I do love to revisit, like, really beautiful writing and try to, like, emanate it, you know? Okay, so this will go in the possibly keep, but not leave on these shelves pile. Okay, Shanghai Immortal by A.Y. Chow. Another beautiful edition. I've canceled all of my book subscription boxes this year, but but I do have a lot of old subscription editions. This is one that I think I'll read the first chapter of. I also don't know if it is a series or not, so I want to find that out, but I'll look into this one. And then the other books on the top shelf of this wall were the Immortal Devices and, Infernal Devices and Mortal Instruments. I put them together. How silly. I very much am a Mortal Instruments girly. I don't want to get rid of these because obviously they cost me money, and I can't say for certain that I'll never revisit them again. I just don't need them on this wall. You know, I don't need them there. Even though like they are aesthetically, like they look really good on a shelf, I think that I'm gonna put them maybe in my hallway books. I have a bunch of books out there that I don't know if you'll see them in this video, honestly. They might be another part 2 edition of an unhaul, but we have hallway books that we use as sort of like almost art. But I might put these there instead. I just know that I won't get to them anytime soon, nor do I really want to, so there's no reason to keep them on my very prominent shelves for me to choose from when I know I'm not going to choose them right now. So that being said, let's go on into the second shelf that goes across. Let's see what we got. These 3 make me sad. Faithful and the Fallen is like my favorite fantasy series ever, and this trilogy takes place 100 years after this quartet, and I didn't really like it that much. So, do I want to keep it? Like, I'll probably keep it, but does it need to be here on the shelves? Not really. Man, that makes me so sad. But like realistically, I don't really care about this series. I just care about this series. So I guess Aw, that's so sad. Maybe I'll keep those. Okay, maybe I'll put these in my hallway stack. That's what I'll do. I'll keep them in the hallway. I'll show you the hallway at some point. Don't worry about it right now. Okay, those are all safe. Okay, hi, welcome back. I grabbed quite a few from this shelf, actually. Unfortunately, I'm going to be getting rid of The Binding and the Betrayals by Bridget Collins. I also grabbed A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking by T. Kingfisher. This is one that, like, I know, like, objectively it sounds super cute, super cozy, but it's hard for me because I do like T. Kingfisher. Like, I really liked Nettle and Bone, and then A House Built on Good Bones, something like that. I thought it was good, but it was almost like it was cozy horror, and I wanted it to be more horror and less cozy. And I just know that this is going to be like cutesy cozy, and I don't know if that's the vibe that I really want. So I think I will try the first chapter and come back to it later. Same with What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. You know what? This actually, like, why isn't this like The Mummy meets something else meets Death on the Nile? Yeah, immersive historical fantasy. I'd probably actually really like it. I think I'll keep this one. Same with this one. Raybearer, I've had for forever. I've been told that I'd like it, but I think I'd like to read the first chapter and see if I vibe with the writing style, because I've owned it for so long that, like, why haven't I picked it up, you know? Actually, you know, I'll read this first chapter too. I feel like I'm just going to be reading a lot of first chapters. Same with The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzin. Again, another beautiful edition. You'll see a lot of special editions in the next coming shelves because these are all books that I didn't, like, choose to get, you know? I had subscribed to the box, and whatever they sent me is what I got. And, you know, that is exciting, and it's great. It's what I signed up for. But would I have chosen it? I don't know. I don't know anything about them. So I'm gonna read it and find out if I want to keep it or not. Okay, listen, same with Her Majesty's Royal Coven. I've been told that I would like this. I can't get past how much I just don't like the cover. So I need to see if I would like it, because I don't historically like royalty. Okay, that's pretty fun. I don't really like royalty, but I do like occult things. So maybe I would like it. I'm gonna read the first chapter. This one, okay, objectively is absolutely stunning. I want to keep it just because I love this cover. Like, for whatever reason, I adore it. It is The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramis. I just want to read the first chapter of it to see if I should prioritize it or not, because I remember it showing up on my doorstep, becoming obsessed with it, and never thinking about it again. So I need to know if I actually want to read it or not, or if I just like it aesthetically, you know? Then we have The Daughters of Izdahar by Hadir Elsbai. This is the first in a series. It was sent to me using one of those, like, TBR subscription services years ago. 2023 publication. Yeah, like, this was a new release in 2023. This is when I signed up for that subscription service. Just like a one-time thing, because I wanted to do a video for it, and obviously you never saw the video because I never did it. But I did get 3 books from that service, and this is one of them. I have not heard anyone except one person ever read it and say that they, like, kind of liked it. So I'm gonna read the first chapter, see if for myself if I want to read it or not. Evocation by S.T. Gibson, I have not heard good things about, so I don't know if I should keep it on my shelves. And wow, this edition is absolutely stunning. I liked A Dowry of Blood, their other book, but like if this one is getting such mid reviews, I don't know. I'll read the first chapter and find out. All right, Fall Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. I don't think I am going to read. I think I'm gonna just unhaul it. I think it goes after These Violet Delights, that first series. Like it's a secondary series set in that same world, and I didn't really like These Violet Delights. I do love Chloe Gong's like Immortal Longings, but this world, I don't think I'm gonna get into it. I don't. For whatever, I just am not interested in like government spies at the moment. So I think I am gonna unhaul it, and if I ever want to read it, I'll just get it from the library. I don't think that'll happen, but you know, if it did. Okay, so I don't know why I actually bought this book for $15 at Half Price Books. Sydney, what were you doing? You just wanted to spend money. Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman. This is a really pretty edition, but I don't think that I'm gonna read it because I watched the movie. Why would I read it then? I know people like to do that. I personally don't like to do that. If I'm gonna read the book, I'm gonna read the book first and then watch the movie. I'm never gonna do it the other way around. I don't think. Not really. So even though this is beautiful, there are other witchy books that I would rather pick up than this one if I was in the mood for a witchy book. So I'm gonna give this back to Half Price Books. Okay, that being said, the next like shorter shelf, if you saw that, like this horizontal shelf here, those are all my like nonfiction, poetry, and classics. Let me just do a quick little peek and see if there's anything on any of them that I might want to get rid of. Nope. I mean, I haven't heard good things about this one. This one is Big Friendship, How We Keep Each Other Close. The thing is that I kind of like this idea. I'm just gonna keep it because I like what this is like talking about. It's like how to keep long-term friendships going, and you know, it's hard having friendships as an adult. So I don't know if I'll ever read that, but like, it's not hurting anyone by staying on my little nonfiction shelf. You know, I don't have a lot of nonfiction, so. All my poetry, I'm just gonna keep it all. I don't feel like going through them because there's nothing wrong with keeping a little bit of poetry around. I like these, those are all classics, and like, I'm just gonna keep them there, because why not? I don't really care. So that being said, let's go to our next shelf. We're gonna come over here and start with Miss Fonda Lee, who I will never, ever get rid of. Listen, this Nevernight trilogy by J. Kristoff, the covers are really, really cool. I like them a lot. I got these as a gift. I think I'm gonna keep them for now, mostly because, you know, they were a gift and I do like those covers, even though I do know that there are many other series that I would rather pick up. I don't wanna like completely get rid of it. Okay, here we go. All of these are coming off for probably a first chapter action, okay? Really quick, let's just tell you about them, because these, as well as this one, these are the last ones on this shelf that I need to read the first chapter of every single one of these. Dragonfall by L.R. Lam. I adore this cover. I love everything about it, but I have heard nothing but really mediocre or not good things. So let's read the first chapter and see if it's something that I want to actually try to prioritize and read so that I can continue this series. This is another one of those like special editions that I know absolutely nothing about. Son of Blood and Ruin by Rylee. The glare is really difficult on the foil. Same with The Raven Tower by Ann Leckie. I've heard pretty mediocre things about this book, but Lev Grossman blurbed it on the back, and I love a raven. Oh, Patrick Rolfus is on the front too. I don't know. Let's read the first chapter and figure out. Same with Furyborn, Imperium Trilogy Book 1. I've had this one for like forever. I absolutely adore this cover. It's so beautiful. But another book that I have owned for like over 4 years probably, and I still haven't picked up. So let's see if I even care about it anymore by reading the first chapter. Okay, A Marvelous Light by Freya Marsk. This was on the chopping block during my last unhaul. All of you told me to keep it, and I did. But this time around, we're gonna actually do something thoughtful and read the first chapter and see if I actually want to keep it, and not just you guys. The next shelf is my Sarah J. Maas books, which I'm gonna keep. Okay, hello. I blind bought this one on Pango because it was one of those situations where like, if you spend $5 more, you get free shipping for shipping that would have been $6. So I spent $8 and got free shipping. Doesn't make sense. I think that this synopsis actually sounds pretty interesting, but I want to see if I want to keep it around. I think it's also a standalone, and if it is, I will keep it, but I'm gonna look into that and figure that out. I'm gonna keep all of my Shannah Maguire. Obviously, I'm keeping all of my Twilight books. Don't even look at me. Okay, listen, Cersei, I guess I'll keep it. I've DNF'd it in the past, but I think it was a personal problem. I think I will want to read it one day. Okay, this is another Fairy Loot edition that I know nothing about. Forged by Blood by Igbor Akasun. Absolutely beautiful cover. But let's figure out if I actually want to read it. Okay, since we're right here, we're going right down and we're gonna go back the other way, okay? I don't know why we didn't do that the first time or the second time. I love this cover. I'm gonna keep it. We'll do this. This one was on the chopping block during the last unhaul as well. And I got some, you know, you have to read it, you have to keep it. I have heard really mixed reviews about it. I want to make my own decision and read the first chapter and see if I like the writing. And then if not, I won't keep it. But if I do, I will. We know how this works by now. Okay, same with this one. Same with this one. Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart, as well as A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. We'll read the first chapter of these, okay? I've got a lot of freaking reading to do. What the hell? All right, just for the sake of showing you, down here is some random sci-fi. Obviously, there's something supposed to be right here. I don't know what it is. I've obviously taken it out. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll remember later. But these are Jeff Vandermeer. I don't know. I'm gonna keep them. I'm interested. Then we have some of the Murderbot series, which I'm gonna keep. I don't know. I'm gonna keep all these. Night Bitch, so small and lonely in the corner. It's one of my favorite books ever. I don't know why it's there. I think it's there. Oh, it's there because it wouldn't fit on the shelf below it. But now, hopefully after this, we will have room for it. That being said, let's move over to the next shelf. I'm not gonna lie, I keep panicking that I have forgotten to press record and that this whole time I've been talking to no one, but you are here and it is recording and I have to chill out about it. Alrighty, let's see. Probably keeping all of these. Oh wait, here's another. Feather So Black. Like literally most of them are special editions that I know nothing about. Yeah, keep all of these. I've heard not great things about Gallant, but it is such a cutie little edition and I love V.E. Schwab, so I'm just gonna keep it. Why not? Why the heck not? Probably gonna be the same with this shelf, man. I'm not gonna get rid of any of my Brandon Sanderson books, but I don't know if I need them all like on these shelves, you know? I don't know, they're pretty. I guess I'll just leave them there for now. I don't know what I wanna do with these. Honestly, I really didn't like A River Enchanted that much. Will I ever pick up A Fire Endless? Honestly, maybe not. Oh, that's a really hard one. Same with Divine Rivals. Like, I liked this one. I think I'll keep it there for now. I feel like if I took these off the shelf, then I would never think about them again. And I don't know if that would be a good or a bad thing. Like, I don't know if I would miss them or not. Because, like, I tried to read A Fire Endless and I just didn't care. I'm gonna put them in the maybe get rid of pile and see what I think later. I definitely want to continue this series by Rebecca Roanhorse. This one I got sent free to me in the mail by the author, so I'm going to read the first chapter and see if I want to keep it. It sounds interesting, but I just don't know because I haven't read it. All right, moving down. Oof, my knees can handle it. Ready? The Black Prison by Brent Weeks. I'm going to read the first chapter, see if I have an interest. Hold on, let me just bring you down with me. Another special edition that I know nothing about. Let's put it in the pile. Iron Widow by Zarin J. Zhao. I've heard some mixed things about it, but I do like the author. So I want to read the first chapter and see if I want to actually read the book. This whole like maybe stack is way too big and it's stressing me out. But you know, this is the first step of a very necessary process. So I want to keep all of these. Do I want to keep both of these by Blake Crouch? I haven't read either of them. I know I want to read Dark Matter just because it seems to be like super iconic, but let's figure out if I want to read Recursion, I guess. Yeah, I'll put it in the stack of reading or checking out at least. Honestly, I don't know why I bought this. This is probably another situation where I just wanted to spend money at Barnes & Noble. And why did I do that? This first one is Before the Coffee Gets Cold and it was just okay for me. So why did I buy the second one? I don't know. Let's see if I want to keep it. Aurora Rising, I honestly will probably never read. This is Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I love the Illuminae files, so I was like, I'll probably like the other book that they wrote together, but I'll look into it. All of these are fine. All of these are fine. Ooh, okay, got a couple to grab, hold on. Do You Dream of Terra 2 by Temi O. I love this cover so much. It's very, very cool. I want to see if, honestly, no, screw it. I'm just going to keep it because I do have good vibes from it, you know? I'll probably read that at some point. Okay, Camp Zero by Michelle Min Sterling. I've heard some pretty mixed things about and I want to see if the writing style will work for me. And we already did the shelf over there. That was the Jeff Vandermeer one. So let's just come back this way. Oh, we've made it into literary fiction. Okay, this is going to be a little bit harder. Oh boy. Literary fiction is really hard for me to like immediately determine if I want to get rid of something or not, because I know I won't have time to like get to all of these, but okay, I've been told that I would like Other Birds because it has magical realism in it, and I'm inclined to agree, so I'm gonna keep that one. Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. I just love this cover. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? I DNF'd Everything I Knew About Love by this author though, so like, should I get rid of this one? I don't know. I just don't think that I will be able to relate to this girl a whole lot. I will put it in the maybe pile. I don't know why I bought this. I bought this from like a secondhand store. Let's put it in the pile. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. Pineapple Street I tried to read recently and I ended up not continuing. It's like rich people drama and I just don't know if I care about rich people right now. Does anyone I care about a little bit? No, not really. I don't know, there's something about it that like makes me feel like it could be Magnolia Parks without the toxicity, and maybe I'd like it. I don't know, I guess I'll keep it, but I really don't care about it. I'll put it in the maybe pile. What am I doing? Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour. I want to visit. I want to visit the synopsis and see if I want to keep it. This one I'll probably give to Caleb. It's Chuck Palahniuk, you know, that guy. It's a beautiful edition. I got it from a secondhand shop, and I think that he might like it more than me. There's like a math equation and a blurb on a postcard in here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna stay on this side because I'm already on the ground. We gotta go down again. This is where my lit fic ends and romance begins, okay? Now I'm second guessing how little I got rid of on the lit fic. But also, if you think about it, I have much less literary fiction than I do fantasy. So that makes sense that there's not a whole lot that I chose, I guess. I guess this is one that I don't really know anything about. Of Women in Salt, I'm gonna revisit and see if I wanna keep it or not. Okay, but going down to this final shelf, let's see. Listen, there are 2 books by this author that I got as a gift from one of my besties, Heather. Morning Glory Milky Farm. I'm not gonna get rid of it. I just am gonna put it in a different place. I'm gonna pull One to Watch. How to End a Love Story I already read, and I think I'm going to unhaul it because I know I won't reread it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna leave it down there. A lot of these books I have already read. Okay, let's be honest with ourselves. I'm not sure if I want to keep The Summer Place by Jennifer Weiner. One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. This is another one I've owned for so long. Nah, I'll keep it. Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I don't know if this is too like silly goofy for me. Like, this is the problem with these books. It's like, I don't know. Cause I read, oh, The 7 Year Slip. I thought that one was just okay. So it's not making me want to like pick this one up ever. I don't know. I've heard nothing but good things about it, I guess. I'll put it back. Perfect on Paper is a YA, and I don't think I'll want to be in that time period anymore in my mind. So I think I'm gonna rehome this one. There are other books that I would rather pick up, is what I'm determining. And there are so many more behind you that you haven't even seen yet. So this is rehoming. This is an unhaul. All right, let's go behind my reading chair to our final shelves on this wall. Here's the problem. One of the many problems. We got a bunch of books just on the ground as well. Gosh darn it, Sydney. Okay, listen, a lot of these I have read. I really liked Night Swim. I'm gonna keep this because it's one of my favorite thrillers. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna unhaul The Echo of Old Books. I won't read it again. I'm gonna keep these until I finish the series and make a decision on if I want to keep them all, I guess. I'll keep them for now. Definitely wanna keep all of these. I don't know if I wanna keep Mary or not. I don't really think that I need to keep Mary. I think I'm gonna unhaul Mary. I liked it, but I don't think I need to keep it. Wow. A lot of these are some of just like my favorite books. Definitely keeping all of these. I am going to read the first chapter of The Inheritance Games and see if it is something that I want to maybe try to read in the future. A lot of these are going to be YA that I genuinely don't know if I have any interest in anymore. I don't read YA hardly ever anymore. I'm unsure. I'm going to keep The Hate U Give because you can see I have so many dog ears here. It's kind of absurd. I am going to donate Concrete Rose. I have always been obsessed with this cover. It is so cute. Mirror Season, I know that I'd like it. Ignore this box. Don't even look at it. Stop looking at it. I really liked Summer Assault by Katrina Leno, but I don't think that I would reread it, so I'm gonna unhaul it. I'm gonna read the first chapter of Little Thieves. I don't know much about it at all. I'm gonna unhaul the Girls with Paper and Fire series. It's been so long since I read it, and I don't think that I will come back to it. Daughter of Smoke and Bones series by Laini Taylor. I have no idea if I would ever pick it up. A lot of the ones that are behind this chair, like, I've owned for so many years. I should just like get rid of them because I haven't even thought about them, you know? I think I'll revisit the first chapter of Daughter and Smoke and Bone and then make a decision on the rest of the series. Same with We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. I've heard some mixed reviews, but I think more positive. I'll see for myself. I'm gonna read the first chapter of Blanca and Roja. I really like Tiffany D. Jackson, but I'm gonna read the synopsis of Allegedly and see if it hooks me or not. I would never, ever get rid of my Warriors series. I would never. You can't make me. This Woven Kingdom by Tahera Mafi. Another subscription service box that I want to visit. I've been looking for this Polaroid forever. It's Avi just running in our old front yard. I've been looking for this for so long. Oh my god, what a little cutie. Wow, what a time to be alive. I'm so happy that I just found it. Beyond the Black Door, I want to keep. I really like it. Keeper of Night, I need to... Honestly, I'd probably keep it. I know there's a sequel to this one, and I did like this, but I honestly don't know if I would continue. I'll revisit both of these, this one and Blood Like Magic. There's just so many behind here that I haven't thought of. I haven't even thought of it. Havenfall, love the idea, didn't like the execution, but I bought the second one anyway. So let's revisit and see if I might want to keep it. Okay, I can see the floor. That means that I could also see the books that are behind, which this is one that I need to revisit. City of Dusk. I don't know, another subscription box. Dog. I'm so glad I canceled. I don't think that I'm gonna get rid of... Oh, I'm gonna leave all my historical fiction alone because I really only have like 10. I don't think I'm gonna read the X-Hex. I think that in terms of witchy stories, I much prefer a more like dark and like atmospheric story rather than like a cutesy romance story. I don't think I'll ever pick it up, so I think I'm just gonna unhaul it. We do have one more shelf right here of literary fiction. So let me look at it really quick. You stay right here. I think the only one that I chose was Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. I've already read it. I really liked it. I just don't think that I would reread it. So I think I'll unhaul it so someone else might be able to find it. And I think that we're done with this wall. I mean, like, done. I still have to read all of those chapters. Fuck me, dude. There was like 10 that I didn't even show you. All of these I've owned for so long and I don't know. I mean, I've read A Study in Drowning. I just don't know if I want to keep it or not. But all of these I've owned for so long and I have just not picked up. So I don't know if I ever would. They're in the maybe to be gone pile. Okay, now behind you, there is a little rotating bamboo shelf that has all of my like suspense, like mystery, thriller, horror, things like that. So let's see if there are any that I immediately know that I can get rid of. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is the stack that we have. I think I am over island thrillers. I might have missed a couple more that's on this like little shelf, but like I feel like a lot of them are very similar and I don't think that I would pick this up over many of these other ones. And if I did, I could get it from my library. This one, Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough, apparently it is a Netflix series and I think that Caleb and I would much rather just watch it. So What Lies Between Us by John Mars. I liked the one by this author, like okay, but I'm not really itching to pick up anything else that he's ever written. So I'm gonna put it back into the book circulation industry, you know? This one, Truly Devious by Maureen Johnston. I'm pretty sure a lot of you told me to keep this on the last unhaul, but I still just have no desire to read it. I listened to you, but I'm not gonna listen anymore. I don't think that I really like a thriller or mystery thriller series. Like I'm hanging on by a thread on the Thursday Murder Club because I really liked the first one. The second one was great, but like series is very hard for me if it's not a fantasy. Ugh, but John Green blurbed this on the cover. Okay, I'll read the first chapter. All right, I'll read the first chapter. Velvet Was the Night by Silva Moreno Garcia. I loved Mexican Gothic, so like why don't I want to read this book? I'll read the first chapter, okay? Deal. Listen, some of you might be mad. I'm gonna unhaul Tender as the Flesh. I read The Unworthy, her newest book, and I thought it was okay. I don't have any desire to read this, and I'm so sick of it being on my shelf and haunting me because everyone seems to like really love it, and that's fine. I don't want to read it. I don't want to, and I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna unhaul it. If I ever want to read it, I'm sure I could get it from the library, but I'm so sick of seeing it and feeling bad about not wanting to read it, you know? Unhaul. Okay, we are almost, like, we've did this wall, we've done this corner. Now we have to turn and do this corner, which is my absolute chaos corner, okay? There's a lot of books that I have read and then a lot of books that I have newly hauled. So just bear with me for a moment. I really don't even know if I want to show you what it looks like because it's a mess. Don't even look at it. Ah! It's so messy. Okay, let's start with this table. Okay, I want to keep all of them except I want to visit Anita de Monte Laughs Last. I want to read the first chapter. We gotta hang this up. Oh, I forgot these were back here. I've already read these. Real Americans, The Wedding People, and The Fox Wife. I think I will unhaul them. I don't think I'll reread them. I like them all well enough, but I don't think I need to keep them. Unhaul. A lot of just stuff. Just a lot of stuff. I have 2 copies of Days of the Murasaki Bookshop, so I'm probably gonna get rid of at least one of them. All of these were like in my top 10 of last year. I'm not getting rid of them. I just didn't know where else to put them. So I guess I'll just put them against the wall there. I love these books. Look at how cute they are. Great Gatsby, I could put that in my classics. Okay, we're gonna turn around because we're keeping all of these. But the hope is that after doing this, I'll have a lot more room on the shelves that are now behind you. So, you know, there is hope. Oh, The Nightingale, I'm gonna unhaul because I already read it. I won't reread it. I liked it. A Woman is No Man, I really loved, but I don't think I need to keep it. I don't think I'll reread it. I'm gonna unhaul it. Crimson Moth by Kristen Ciccarelli. I actually absolutely loved this book, but if I get the second book, Rebel Witch, it'll be in a different cover, so I would want the matching set. So I think I'm gonna unhaul this edition, and then maybe if I ever find the duology at like a half price books and it is discounted, I might get it then, but I don't think I need to keep this edition. Okay, I'm gonna scoot. And so are you. You're gonna scoot a little bit. All right, Shark Heart, I am going to unhaul. I liked it, but I know I won't reread it. Oh, this stack is so sad. Mostly just this top one. Listen, An Academy for Liars, even though it was like a 3-star read, I still love this book. I gotta keep it. It's a complicated relationship that I have with this book. Oh, this is the one that I was thinking about earlier, The Midnight Feast. It's a island thriller. I'm over it. Unhaul. Fate Inked in Blood, I actually didn't hate, so I'm gonna keep it. In assumption that I might read the second book. Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. I don't think I would reread it. I might actually unhaul this one. Yeah, I am gonna unhaul it. I like it, I would recommend it, but I don't need it. I don't need to keep it. Oh good, you can't see my trash. There's a box of trash here. Don't look at it. It was from my Kobo. All right, now we're talking. You ready? All right, let's do what's in my lap. Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. I liked it, but I won't reread it. I'm going to unhaul it. The Pairing, I have another edition that I'm gonna be keeping. It's a paperback and it has sprayed edges. It's cute. It's already on my shelf over there, so I don't need this one. Intermezzo, I love this cover. Should I keep it just for the vibes? Maybe, no. I'm gonna unhaul it. I thought it was okay. I liked it, but it was nothing like crazy special, you know? Now I'm second guessing it because I can't remember. I think I gave it like a 4, 4.5. Honestly, no, I'm gonna unhaul it. I don't really care that much about it. It was good, but I don't need it. Okay, unhaul. Book That Wouldn't Burn. I literally gave this book a 2 and tell me why I can't get rid of it. Tell me why I can't get rid of it. I hate that I can see myself trying this book again. It makes me so mad. I'm gonna keep it. I am gonna get rid of The Familiar. I didn't like it. The Black Tongue Thief, I'm also gonna get rid of. It was okay. Okay, we're actually doing pretty well. I'm starting to feel better. I don't even want to look at how many like first chapters I have to read. You're sitting on them right now. We're just gonna ignore it. One of my patrons sent me this little koala jelly cat and I love him. Okay, I am going to unhaul A Wilder Shore. I got sent this by the publisher as an ARC. Funny story, I almost want to keep it just for the story. They sent it to Tomorrow Bookstore with my name on it. Like they thought that I owned the bookstore. Yeah, I don't know. It was sent there, whatever. I'm gonna unhaul this. It's like a very long, like nonfiction historical recounting of something. I know I won't read it. I appreciate the offer, but it was unsolicited and I don't think I'll read it. I'm gonna unhaul We Ride Upon Sticks by Quan Barry. I thought it was okay. God of the Woods by Liz Moore and Middle of the Night by Rylee Sager. I feel fine about both of them, but I don't need to keep them because I won't reread them. I also really hope that this audio has been okay. I'm using the little microphone since I knew that I would be like turning and things. So I'm really hoping that it's working. It says that it is. The receiver says that it's receiving me. Are you receiving me? Okay, now Ember in the Ashes series back here that I'm going to keep. I know that I'm gonna be unhauling 7 Year Slip, Book of Doors, and Can't Spell Treason Without T. These 3, well, these 2 were just okay. This one I DNF'd. Hard no. Now I'm gonna look at these 2 stacks. Okay? Okay. All right, listen. I'm gonna read the first chapter of City of Stardust by Georgia Summers. I don't know anything about it. It was, again, in one of those book subscription boxes, so let's see if I wanna keep it. I don't think that I'm ever gonna read In the Lives of Puppets. I'm gonna unhaul it, and I'm not gonna think about it again. Even though I know people are gonna think that I would like it, I'm just gonna unhaul it because I genuinely don't think I will ever pick it up. I have like really old editions of The Shining and Lasher. I don't know, I'll probably keep them for the vibes, but why? I don't know. These 3, it's like more from Cassandra Clare in the world of the Shadowhunters. Well, I think this one, I actually don't know if all of these are the Shadowhunters. I know this one is. Oh, so is Lady Midnight. But this one, oh, it is, okay. All of them are in the Shadowhunters world. They're just not from all the same series. I think I might keep them in case I ever find myself reading the series so that I do have them. 2 of them I got from like a library sale. So I mean, like, they can go in my hallway. They can go in the hallway stack. That's what I'll do. Last time we were here, I had 2 versions of special editions of From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I got rid of one, kept the other. I don't know. Honestly, I don't need them. I'm gonna unhaul them. I really only liked A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I did not like the other 2. So like, why would I keep them? I don't know. I'm gonna unhaul them. I'll put War of Two Queens. Actually, all of these might find their way in the hallway books just because they're pretty. And like the books that are out there are for decoration. So maybe I'll do that. I'm not like emotionally keeping anything from this series. Okay, so I'm gonna put this stack back against the wall. Oh, this is a shame. I'm gonna unhaul this nonfiction, How to Stop Feeling Like Shit. I'll figure it out on my own. The Ivory Key, The Light Pirate, Rhapsodic, and Dry. I am going to put in the maybe get rid of pile. I actually think that I might like The Light Pirate, but I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile and visit the first chapter. Deep as the Sky, Red as the Sea is one of my favorite covers that I DNF'd. I don't think that I will go back to it at this point. So I'm just gonna unhaul it because I was not vibing with the writing. I didn't like this one. The Frugal Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England. I thought it was too silly, but I don't necessarily want to unhaul it right now. I might try again. This was a secondhand bookstore find, The Everlasting. I'm gonna read the first chapter and see if I actually want to keep it because I bought it purely based on vibes. Somebody's Daughter, it's a memoir. I don't know why it's over here. I'm gonna put it up in my nonfiction because I'm gonna keep it. I'm definitely keeping Happiness Falls. I have heard good things about it. These 2, I don't know. I'll put it in the maybe pile and I'll visit it and see what I want to do. Oh my God, there's all these up here. I thought I was almost done. These 2 were at a library sale, Ghost Wall and The Faceless Woman Who Secretly Lives in Your Home. This one sounds silly. This one, I don't know. I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile and see if I actually want to keep it. Song of Achilles. I've read it, I liked it. I'm going to unhaul it because I don't think I'll reread it again. I'm gonna keep Radio Silence because I really like the memories I have with it. I'm gonna read the first chapter of The Bone Witch by Rin Chapeko because, oh, we're in Chapeko. This is Silver Under Nightfall. Oh, I'll probably like this. I love Silver Under Nightfall. I'll put this in the maybe pile. I want to see if I vibe with that story specifically, but that's exciting. I didn't actually put that together until just now. Okay, all 3 of these are, I think, YA. I think this is YA horror. I am going to put them in the maybe get rid of pile. I'll probably end up keeping With the Fire on High, but these specific, like I've owned all 3 of these for so long. And again, I have so many other books that I would probably pick up before these. So I don't know if I would ever get to them. So if I could give them to a local bookstore to give out to actual people of this age who would like them, I would much rather do that. This table is specifically for like my more, like I just recently got these books, so I highly doubt that I would want to get rid of anything up here, but I'm gonna take a look. 1 second. Definitely keeping everything here. Yeah, I recently just got gifted a lot of these from my last birthday in November, so I just haven't gotten around to like actually shelving them because I have no room on my shelves because I needed to do this. But however, I did have 2 more book subscription ones that I will read the first chapter of and see if I actually want to keep it and read them. I think those are the last 2 of the book subscription services though. Okay, and then these, let's see. Oh, I'm a liar. There's this one, The Gods Below, the Andrew story. I don't know anything about it. Let's see if I want to keep it or not. Oh my God, wow, another one literally put me out, guys. Okay, this one too. We're gonna see if I want to keep it. Okay, all of these are fine. These 2 I was sent by the publisher. It's a duology, and I don't know anything about it, so I'm going to put it in the maybe pile and see what it's even about. All of these, oh, bummer. Academy for Liars. I'm gonna unhaul this version because I have the pretty edition. I got this for my birthday. I'm gonna haul it because I have two and I don't need to. Okay, all of these are good. And then I'm guessing this is gonna be the same with this stack. I want all of these. Okay, I hate to tell you, but there is a stack of graphic novels down here. Honestly, nah, I'm gonna keep them. There's like not that many. I'm just gonna keep them. I actually think that might be it. We're not even gonna count the books that are in the hallway because I'm like 99% sure that any book that is out in that hallway that I am going to unhaul, it was already in my last unhaul video. So I'll link that down below, but I ended up keeping the ones that didn't sell on Pango and just putting it for this like little arty book thing that Caleb and I did in the hallway. So yeah, I think that's it. I have so many first chapters to read. Let me like organize things and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, this is what we're working with. These 3 stacks, 1, 2, 3, are definite unhauls. Okay, then all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks, I need to make some decisions on. I simply won't be reading the first chapter of every single one of these. I think this became way too many books. But I do think that I will be able to read some synopsises and make the pile of books that I will actually read the first chapter from a little bit smaller. So let me do that first. Okay, hello. It's been a couple hours. It took so long to go through all of these books, and I also took a break and took Avi for her evening walk with Caleb. However, we have our final stacks. You already have seen these 3 stacks that I'm putting some B-roll over right now. These are the 3 stacks that you already know that I am unhauling. I already told you about them. This is them. Here they are. And we can move on because the amount of books that were in the middle of the room at the beginning of this process was actually sort of crazy. A very daunting task. And I think that being slightly hungry by the end of it really helped in my decision making because truly I need to be brutal here. I need to only keep books that I am actively wanting to pick up. I have so many books, so many good, great sounding books that I am actively very excited to pick up. And all of these were hanger-oners, you know, they were living here without paying rent because I was unsure if I wanted to read them or not. And again, a lot of these are some of those special editions that like I just didn't ask for, quite frankly. So we have 2 small stacks that I'm actually keeping, which I think I'm so proud of myself for. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks. I don't know how many there are. There's this many books that I'm unhauling. Wow, Sydney, good job. That's crazy. So all the books that I'm unhauling, they're right here. All of them are either YA titles that I've had for a very long time. And if I haven't read them by now, there is a strong chance that I won't pick them up. And I would much rather put them back out into circulation. Well, for all of these books, I would much rather put all of these books back out into circulation to see if they can find a reader that is very excited to pick them up because unfortunately it's just not me. I will actually start with all of those special editions that I had mentioned. And again, for most of these I did reread the synopsis. I reread some of the first chapter, which is why it's taken so long. And they either just didn't intrigue me right away, or there was something about the writing style that just didn't grab me or something felt a little bit off. So the books that are joining the unhaul pile are Sorcery and Small Magics. I don't know what it is. I don't really care about music in books. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing, maybe. I just don't foresee myself picking it up. I'm going to not give reasons for every single one because then we'd be here forever. All right. I'm just going to tell you what they are because I've already made the decision in my mind. Shanghai Immortal by A.Y. Chow. Marvelous Light by Freya Marsk. Yes, I am getting rid of it. I'm so sorry, but I'm also not sorry. Actually, for this one, I did read the first chapter and I was like somewhat intrigued, but then I looked around me and I realized that I still would not choose this over so many other books that I own. You know what I mean? That was the deciding factor between most of these. Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzon. Forged by Blood by Igbar Akason. The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. Long Live Evil by Sarah Rees-Brennan. The Night Ends with Fire by KX Song. The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. Hannah Witten by Zirin J. Zhao. Son of Blood and Ruin by Marilee Lairs. A Feather So Black. The City of Stardust. The Gods Below by Andrea Stewart. Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. That might actually be the last special edition. I mean, I guess this one kind of has sprayed edges, but it is the duology of Night of the Witch and Fate of Magic. These are by Sarah Rosh and Beth Revis. Blood Like Magic by Lizelle Stanbury. A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos. Horrid by Katrina Leno. They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. The First Time She Drowned by Carrie Kletter. Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I am getting rid of the duology of Havenfall and Phoenix Flame. You know how typically if you look up the sequel to a book, the sequel normally has higher ratings than the first book, because if you liked the first book, then you have a higher chance to like the second book. This did not happen. The second book actually had worse ratings than the first one, so that's really upsetting. Velvet Was the Night by Silver Marino Garcia. Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. Ophelia After All. The Ivory Key. The Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. Blanca and Roja by Anna Marie McLemore. The Raven Tower by Anne Leckie. Seven Deaths of an Empire by G.R. Matthews. The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking by T. Kingfisher. Camp Zero by Michelle Min Sterling. Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour. Anita Demonte Last by Xochitl Gonzalez. Of Woman in Salt by Gabriela Garcia. Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. Dry by Neil Schusterman and Jared Schusterman. The Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. The Faceless Old Woman Who Secretly Lives in Your Home by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Craner. These last ones kind of hurt to get rid of just a little bit, because I know that like a younger Sid would really like them, but I hope they find another younger Sid out there when I donate them, because I just know that I won't pick them up. I know that I'll choose other books, so I have to let them go. It's a little bit painful. This is hard to do, okay? Don't be down in the comments yelling at me, because this is not easy. The Henna Wars by Adiba, is it Jai Girdar? Like, this is one. I think I would love it. Do I keep it? No, Sydney, stop. See, now this is weird. The Grace Year by Kim Liggett is blurbed by Libba Bray, and I have The Diviners by Libba Bray right here next to it. Get rid of it, Sydney. Okay, I told myself that I was going to not let myself take back anything. I'm gonna take this back. I'm gonna keep The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. I think I could like it. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, and then the last two, The Bone Witch by Rin Chapeko, unfortunately, as well as, well, see, With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I know that I loved The Poet X, but I would love, like, if I read this, it would be on audio. For a fact, I know that I would listen to this on audio, because Elizabeth Acevedo often narrates her audiobooks, or the ones that I've listened to. Wow, it's so pretty. She has narrated it, and I love that. So I'm unhauling the physical book, but I wouldn't be mad if I ever picked up the audiobook, you know? Okay, do you want to see the ones I'm keeping? All right, these are the ones that I'm keeping. You ready? You already saw this one. I've decided to keep The City of Dusk by Tara Sim, as well as The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramas. I read the first chapter, or some of the first chapters, and I'm not mad about it. Like, I kind of like where it started and where it could be going. I am intrigued by both of these. Upon a Burning Throne, as we kind of determined that I knew I was going to keep, by Ashok K. Banker. I'm not stoked that it is a book one in a series, but honestly, maybe I will be stoked. It's a chunker, but it feels right. It feels right to keep it and at least give it a real try. This one, Recursion by Blake Crouch, I'm actually keeping because I will read Dark Matter by Blake Crouch first, and then if I like it, then I'll pick this up, but if I don't like it, then I'll unhaul both of them, is how I feel. I know they're not like one in the same book, but I don't know, they feel very, very together to me. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, I know I talked shit the second that I picked this book up off the shelf, Tales from the Cafe by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, but I started reading the first little chapter and I kind of got nostalgic, mostly because there was talk of, was it Jimbocho? Yeah, Jimbocho Station in central Tokyo. I was literally there and I can picture it, you know? So like maybe I do want to keep it and read it. All right, maybe I do. Listen, unfortunately, Survive the Night by Rylee Sager, I'm going to keep it until I read it. Like, I'll probably get this on audio, but like, this is a brand new book, like, never even opened. Paid full price for this book, $27. That's so painful. I'm going to keep it until I read it. If I read it, I don't know, in a year, if I don't read it, then I'll get rid of it then. It's walking on thin ice. But I did read some reviews that people were like, it's a good little palate cleanser. And that's sometimes all I want from a thriller. So we're going to keep it for now. The Light Pirate by Lily Brooks Dalton. There was some review that really sold this book to me. And the bit of the first chapter that I read, like the writing was really beautiful. So I'm going to keep it. From a library sale, I am keeping Ghost Wall by Sarah Moss. The first chapter was actually really intriguing. Like, I should read this. I am keeping a few YA books, a lot of YA books that I'm getting rid of, but these ones, I think I could stand by being super intrigued by them. Okay, so The Astonishing Colors of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This one reminds me of The Crane Husband by Kelly Barnhill, which I absolutely loved. I have been told by a couple people that since I loved The Crane Husband, I would probably like this. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Let's see if you know me. Guess down below if you know why I kept these two books. The Ones We're Meant to Find by Joan He and The Sea of Salt and So Am I by Cassandra Hart. Cast your votes. What do you think? That's right, because it involves water. Both of these synopsises actually sound really strong, and I kind of forgot that they existed since they were behind the chair, so I think that I could really like them. We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal, I have seen really mixed reviews on, but a couple people that I trust, like Steph, I think that she really liked it, and I think Jan liked it too. So like, you know, I'll give it a shot. And sometimes you're in the mood for a little YA fantasy moment. So this one in Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko, yeah, I'm gonna keep these. I read the first chapter of Raybearer and it's super intriguing. Very right off the bat exciting. So those are on the list. I am keeping Furyborn by Claire Legrand as well. This is the Imperium Trilogy Book 1. It has 7 elemental magical trials within it. I at least want to try it. I love trials. So I'm going to keep it until I know. Now listen, I say that I trust Steph, and in the next breath, I'm going to be keeping Dragonfall by L.R. Lam. Steph DNF'd this. Erin from Booked and Busy gave it a 2, I think, and I trust both of them with my life. I also think Jan didn't like this either. So like, why am I keeping it? Because the point of view is a dragon, okay? I need to actually give it a fair shot before I get rid of it entirely. The first chapter that I read, like I didn't I didn't immediately love it either. I'm a little nervous, but I want to read more of it before I actually get rid of it, you know? So I'm going to keep this one. I have decided to keep A River Enchanted and A Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross until I give A Fire Endless one more shot, because like there were things that I really didn't like about A River Enchanted, but there were a lot of things that I did also enjoy about it. And maybe I do care a little bit about where the story goes. So I'm going to keep it. We'll give this duology one more shot before I say adios to it. The Keeper of Night by Kylie Lee Baker. I don't even know if I said it out loud that it was considered on the chopping block, but I'm going to keep it. I liked it a lot. I liked the writing. There is the sequel that I would possibly like to pick up. A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttlesworth. I don't know what to tell you other than I have good vibes about this book. Maybe it's the pink sprayed edges. Like I know it's considered YA because there's like, it's for queer teens or something. So like, why am I keeping it if I know it's YA? And then I also know that it's an urban fantasy, which I historically don't love entirely. But the first 2 chapters that I read, I was intrigued by. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I also think that this was the first special edition that I ever received from a book box, so that's kind of special to me. So maybe that's part of it too. Whatever. Evocation by S.T. Gibson, I am keeping. I liked the first chapter. I'd like to give it a shot. I am keeping Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson, mostly because of Daryan. I saw her review and I am intrigued. Okay, yeah, I skimmed the first 2 chapters actually, and I liked the atmosphere and the like energy that it was putting out. So I'm gonna keep this. This Woven Kingdom by Tahira Mafi. The second that I saw the other cover, I can't even believe that I was going to get rid of this one because I almost bought the other cover of this recently because Erin and Steph both love this series. So how dare I? How dare I even think about getting rid of this beautiful edition of it? I want to try this series. This is supposedly very fun and exciting, and I want to read it. There's only 3 more that I'm keeping. The West Passage by Jared Pekacek, What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez, as well as The Daughters of Izdahar by Hadir Elsbai. All of these I think I could really enjoy. Loved the synopsis in the first chapter, and the reviews say that it's super weird, and I like super weird. What the River Knows, I think that like the vibes of like The Mummy plus the writing in the opening scene I enjoyed. Daughters of Izdahar, I don't even know if I read the first chapter of it. No, I didn't. I just read the synopsis again and it did sound interesting. So there you have it, folks. We did good work here today. Strong work, friends. I'm glad I took a thumbnail earlier because it's really dark outside now. Okay, I'm proud of us. I don't know about you, But I also might double back and not keep the special editions from the From Blood and Ash trilogy, but we'll see. Any of the books that I'm actually keeping, let me know down below if I should prioritize them a little bit more. I think I might try to sell on Pango at least the special editions, so maybe look out in the next couple weeks for my shop to open up. I'll leave that link down in the description, and while you're down there, please do subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. If you don't know what else to say in the comments, then leave me the soap emoji because we did some spring cleaning. I like the bubbles on the soap. So leave that down below. And thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. I will see you so soon in the next video. Be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.